Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, collectors, and history lovers. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United Kingdom 1 shilling coins. Though they were once everyday currency, some of these coins have transformed into highly prized collectibles, fetching astonishing sums in today's auction markets. In this video, we will explore the top 5 most valuable UK 1 shilling coins, highlighting their unique features, historical significance, rarity, and the incredible prices they command in dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey in numismatics, this guide will provide valuable insights into these small yet extraordinarily valuable coins. So let's get started. First up, we explore the 1948 United Kingdom 1 shilling coin featuring the iconic Scottish design. Though it may seem like an ordinary mid-20th century coin, the 1948 Scottish shilling has become increasingly sought after due to its interesting historical context, reduced mintage, and rising value at auction, especially when found in desirable grades like fine condition or above. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this video will show you exactly why this modest coin is capturing the attention of collectors worldwide and how it can fetch impressive money in today's dollar-based auction market. To truly appreciate the 1948 Scottish 1 shilling, we must look back at its historical setting. This was a period of recovery for the United Kingdom, just 3 years after the end of the Second World War. Britain was dealing with severe economic strain, metal shortages, and substantial reconstruction demands. At this time, the shilling was an essential everyday denomination, valued at 12 pence in the pre-decimal monetary system. Interestingly, the UK issued 2 different 1 shilling designs, the English lion design and the Scottish design. The Scottish version, which we focus on today, features a crowned Scottish lion standing proudly on the royal shield, symbolizing Scotland's historic power and identity within the United Kingdom. The 1948 mintage numbers were lower compared to other post-war issues, partly due to the nation's limited resources and changing currency demands, which now contributes to its scarcity among collectors. The design of the 1948 Scottish 1 shilling stands out for its bold and regal look. The obverse side features the portrait of King George VI, facing left, with the Latin inscription, Georgius 6 DGBROMN, REX, identifying him as King George VI by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The reverse side displays the crown of Scotland surmounted by a crowned Scottish lion facing the viewer, holding both the scepter and the sword of state. The depiction is from the crest of the royal arms used in Scotland, which by long-standing tradition differ from those used elsewhere. To the left and right of the crown, the artist's initials Kruger Gray. On the left, the shield of Scotland bearing the cross of St. Andrew. On the right, a thistle, the floral emblem of Scotland, its leaves raised to form the outline of a shield. The majestic crowned lion standing on the shield of the royal arms of Scotland, surrounded by the words FID. Def. 1 shilling, along with the date split between both sides of the design, 19 to the left and 48 to the right. The coin is composed of cupronickel, a practical choice during the post-silver era, and has a diameter of 23.5 millimeters. In fine condition, the key details of the lion, shield, and lettering remain visible, giving the coin a historic yet beautifully aged appearance. While the 1948 Scottish shilling is the rarest coin in British history, its scarcity in higher conditions and the growing interest in George VI coinage have increased its desirability. Many of the original coins entered heavy circulation, meaning most surviving examples show significant wear. Fine condition is considered a respectable numismatic grade for this issue, as it shows balanced circulation while still retaining strong design visibility. Collectors today seek this coin not only because of its relative rarity, but also due to its place in a transitional period of British monetary history. As more collectors worldwide focus on mid-20th century British coins, demand for well-preserved Scottish shillings has steadily risen, pushing prices upward at auctions. In today's auction market, the value of a 1948 Scottish 1 shilling in fine condition typically ranges between $122,500, depending on eye appeal, metal quality, and overall preservation. However, coins in higher grades such as very fine, extremely fine, or about uncirculated can see noticeably higher demand and stronger bidding activity. Some of the best preserved or exceptionally sharp examples have sold for $175,300 or more in competitive online auctions. As collectors continue shifting toward historically meaningful, yet still affordable vintage British coins, the market for the 1948 Scottish shilling has shown consistent upward momentum, making it a smart addition to investment-driven and historical collections alike. If you are looking to add the 1948 Scottish 1 shilling to your collection, Always examine the coin's surface quality, strike sharpness, and level of wear. Fine condition coins should retain clear lettering and visible lion and shield details, without major dents or corrosion. It is also highly recommended to purchase from reputable dealers or verified online sellers to avoid altered or overly cleaned coins. Storing your shillings in protective holders will help preserve their natural toning and prevent further deterioration. Keeping an eye on auction platforms can also help you secure a valuable piece at a competitive price, especially as interest in George VI coinage continues to rise. The 1948 Scottish 1 shilling is far more than a small coin from the post-war era. It represents a unique blend of British history, artistry, and numismatic charm. With its stylish Scottish lion design, meaningful historical context, and steadily increasing auction value, this coin has rightly earned its place among the most desirable mid-century British collectibles. Whether you collect for profit, passion, or both, the 1948 1 shilling offers a rewarding opportunity to own a piece of the United Kingdom's rich monetary heritage. Next up, the 1951 1 shilling. Despite being a small coin by size, it carries a rich legacy, exceptional craftsmanship, and a value that can command significant attention in the auction market, especially when found in very fine condition. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into rare coin collecting, this exploration of the 1951 1 shilling is bound to capture your imagination and perhaps even inspire your next acquisition. The history of the 1951 1 shilling coin is closely tied to the post-World War II era of Britain, a period marked by both recovery and transition. This coin was minted under the reign of King George VI, who had been on the throne since 1936. The design of the coin reflects the enduring British tradition of combining symbolic imagery with regal portraiture. The obverse features a finely detailed portrait of King George VI, capturing both the dignity and strength of his leadership during a turbulent period in global history. On the reverse, the coin showcases the iconic crowned lion, a symbol of British courage and sovereignty, standing proudly over a shield. This combination of royal imagery and national symbolism not only makes the coin visually striking, but also imbues it with historical significance that collectors deeply appreciate. One of the most remarkable aspects of the 1951 1 shilling coin is its craftsmanship. The obverse of the coin shows the bare head of King George VI facing left. Below the neck truncation in small letters, the artist's initials HP for Humphrey Paget. Around, the monarch's legend George's 6D, G, BR, OMN, REX. Translated from Latin, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The center of the reverse shows the crown of Scotland surmounted by a crowned Scottish lion facing the viewer, holding both the scepter and the sword of state. The depiction is from the crest of the royal arms used in Scotland, which by long-standing tradition differ from those used elsewhere. To the left and right of the crown, the artist's initials KG for Kruger Grey. On the left, the shield of Scotland bearing the cross of St. Andrew. On the right, a thistle, the floral emblem of Scotland, its leaves raised to form the outline of a shield. Above these, divided by the lion, the date of issue 1951. Within a beaded border, around above is the continuation of the monarch's legend, FID, Def, IND. IMP, abbreviated from Fidei Defensor Indiae Imperator, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Around below, the denomination 1 shilling. Despite being a small denomination, the coin demonstrates meticulous attention to detail, from the intricate lines of the lion's mane to the precise lettering encircling the coin. The quality of the strike and the sharpness of the design elements are particularly noticeable in coins that have been well preserved over the decades. A 1951 1 shilling in very fine condition displays subtle, yet clear details on both the obverse and reverse, with only minimal signs of circulation, making it highly desirable among collectors. Additionally, the coin's silver composition adds a tangible sense of value, as it not only offers aesthetic appeal, but also intrinsic worth due to the precious metal content. Rarity is another key factor that elevates the 1951 1 shilling in the collector's market. While this coin was minted in reasonably large numbers, finding specimens that have survived in very fine or better condition is increasingly difficult. Over the years, many coins were used in everyday transactions, resulting in wear, scratches, and loss of original luster. Therefore, when a 1951 1 shilling is discovered in very fine condition, it is considered a significant find. Collectors are particularly drawn to such coins because they represent a tangible connection to mid-20th century Britain and offer a glimpse into the artistry and standards of coin production at the time. The high demand for these well-preserved examples drives competitive bidding in auctions and private sales, making them an attractive investment for both enthusiasts and serious numismatists. When it comes to current market value, the 1951 one shilling in very fine condition commands impressive prices in the auction world. Depending on provenance, quality, and collector interest, these coins can fetch anywhere from $182,000. Exceptional pieces with superior eye appeal, especially those that retain a hint of original mint luster, have been known to exceed typical market expectations. Auction results indicate that buyers are willing to pay a premium for coins that not only meet the standard of very fine condition, but also exhibit a sense of history and preservation that sets them apart from more common examples. This makes the 1951 one shilling not only a collectible treasure, but also a potentially valuable asset in a carefully curated coin portfolio. For collectors seeking to acquire or maintain a 1951 one shilling, there are several tips worth noting. First, always verify the coin's authenticity and condition through reputable grading services or experienced numismatists, as small differences in wear and detail can dramatically affect value. Second, consider storage methods that protect the coin from environmental damage, such as using acid-free holders or climate-controlled safes, to preserve its condition over time. Third, stay informed about the auction market and private sales, as values can fluctuate based on collector demand, rarity of surviving examples, and broader economic factors affecting precious metals. Patience and diligence are key to successfully adding a high-quality 1951 one shilling to any collection. The United Kingdom 1951 one shilling in very fine condition is far more than just a small coin. It is a piece of history, a work of art, and a sought-after collector's item that commands respect and attention in the auction market. Its historical significance, intricate design, and rarity make it a valuable addition to any collection, while its market performance demonstrates the enduring appeal of mid-20th century British coinage. For collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike, the 1951 one shilling is a tangible link to the past and a reminder that even the smallest coins can hold immense stories and substantial value. Whether you are admiring it for its artistry, holding it for its history, or investing in it for its market potential, this coin remains a shining example of British numismatic heritage. Next up, the 1947 Scottish one shilling coin. While this coin may appear modest at first glance, its historical significance, unique features, and rarity in fine condition make it a highly sought-after treasure in the collector's market. In this video, we will explore the coin's history, its unique design, why collectors prize it so highly, and the value it commands in today's auction market in dollars. The story of the 1947 Scottish one shilling coin begins in the aftermath of World War II. The United Kingdom was emerging from years of conflict, and its coinage reflected both continuity and subtle changes in design. The one shilling coin was a staple of British currency, equivalent to 12 old pence, and circulated widely in everyday transactions. However, the Scottish version, distinguished by its unique reverse design featuring the iconic Scottish lion rampant, set it apart from its English, Welsh, and Northern Irish counterparts. Minted during a period of post-war austerity, these coins were made with a reduced silver content compared to pre-war issues, which makes surviving specimens even more precious to collectors today. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1947 Scottish one shilling coin is its design. On the obverse of the coin shows the bare head of King George VI facing left. Below the neck truncation in small letters, the artist's initials HP for Humphrey Paget. Around, the monarch's legend George's 6D, G, BR, OMN, REX. Translated from Latin, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The center of the reverse shows the crown of Scotland surmounted by a crowned Scottish lion facing the viewer, holding both the scepter and the sword of state. The depiction is from the crest of the royal arms used in Scotland, which by long-standing tradition differ from those used elsewhere. To the left and right of the crown, the artist's initials KG for Kruger Grey. On the left, the shield of Scotland bearing the cross of St. Andrew. On the right, a thistle, the floral emblem of Scotland, its leaves raised to form the outline of a shield. Above these, divided by the lion, the date of issue 1947. Within a beaded border, around above is the continuation of the monarch's legend, FID, Def, IND, IMP, abbreviated from Fidei Defensor Indiae Imperator, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Around below, the denomination one shilling, symbolizing Scotland's royal heritage and national pride. The artistry of this design is exceptional, capturing both historical reverence and the elegance of mid-20th century coinage. Every detail, from the lion's flowing mane to the carefully engraved lettering, demonstrates the craftsmanship of the royal mint during this era. Collectors highly prize the 1947 Scottish 1 shilling coin due to its rarity and historical significance. While millions of 1 shilling coins were minted in 1947, the Scottish version constitutes only a fraction of the total production, making it a sought-after piece for collectors who specialize in regional varieties of UK coinage. Over time, many coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down, further increasing the scarcity of specimens in fine condition. A fine grade indicates a coin that shows considerable wear but retains clear design details and legibility, which for a coin over 75 years old is highly desirable among collectors. The demand for this coin continues to rise as collectors seek to complete sets or acquire historically significant coins from the post-war era. When it comes to value, the 1947 Scottish 1 shilling coin in fine condition can fetch impressive sums in today's auction market. Depending on provenance, exact condition, and market trends, collectors have been known to pay anywhere from $168,200 or more for a fine example. Coins with higher grades, such as very fine or extremely fine, command even greater premiums, sometimes reaching several $100s at specialized numismatic auctions. The combination of historical importance, regional uniqueness, and condition makes this coin a smart investment for serious collectors looking to acquire a piece of UK history. For collectors interested in adding the 1947 Scottish 1 shilling coin to their collection, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the authenticity of the coin by consulting reputable dealers or using professional grading services, as counterfeit coins exist in the market. Second, pay close attention to the coin's condition, as subtle differences in wear can significantly affect value. Third, consider the coin's provenance, as coins with well-documented history or previous auction records often carry a premium. Finally, be patient and monitor auctions and dealer listings, as acquiring the perfect coin can sometimes take time, but the rewards for finding a genuine Scottish 1 shilling are well worth the effort. The 1947 Scottish 1 shilling coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a tangible connection to post-war Britain, Scottish heritage, and the artistry of the Royal Mint. Its rarity, unique design, and collectible value make it a prized addition to any numismatic collection. For collectors and investors alike, this coin represents both historical significance and financial potential, demonstrating how even small coins can carry a big story. If you are fortunate enough to own or acquire a 1947 Scottish 1 shilling, you hold a piece of history that continues to captivate collectors around the world. Next up, we are diving into the fascinating world of United Kingdom coinage, with a particular focus on the Scottish 1 shilling coin of 1950. Though small in size, this coin carries a rich history and remarkable value, especially when found in excellent condition. Collectors and investors alike have recognized the importance of this piece, turning what was once everyday currency into a highly sought-after treasure in the numismatic world. The story of the 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin begins in the post-war era. Following World War II, the United Kingdom was undergoing economic recovery, and coinage reflected both practical needs and national pride. The Scottish shilling is distinctive because, unlike the standard British 1 shilling coins, it features the traditional Scottish thistle on the reverse side, symbolizing Scotland's rich cultural heritage. This coin was part of the broader pre-decimal currency system, which circulated until the United Kingdom transitioned to decimalization in 1971. The design of the 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin is both elegant and emblematic. On the obverse of the coin shows the bare head of King George VI facing left. Below the neck truncation in small letters, the artist's initials HP for Humphrey Paget. Around, the monarch's legend George's 6D, G, BR, OMN, REX. Translated from Latin, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The center of the reverse shows the crown of Scotland surmounted by a crowned Scottish lion facing the viewer, holding both the scepter and the sword of state. The depiction is from the crest of the royal arms used in Scotland, which by long-standing tradition differ from those used elsewhere. To the left and right of the crown, the artist's initials KG for Kruger Grey. On the left, the shield of Scotland bearing the cross of St. Andrew. On the right, a thistle, the floral emblem of Scotland, its leaves raised to form the outline of a shield. Above these, divided by the lion, the date of issue 1950. Within a beaded border, around above is the continuation of the monarch's legend, FID, Def, IND. IMP abbreviated from Fidei Defensor Indiae Imperator, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Around below, The denomination 1 shilling. The edge of the coin is milled, adding an extra layer of craftsmanship and helping to distinguish it from counterfeit pieces. The combination of silver content and intricate design makes this coin a visual and historical delight for collectors. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin is its rarity. While thousands were minted, relatively few have survived in excellent or uncirculated condition. Many coins from this era show signs of wear due to circulation, making high-grade specimens highly desirable. Collectors prize these coins not only for their beauty and historical significance, but also because they represent a tangible connection to Scotland's numismatic past. The demand for well-preserved Scottish shillings is consistently strong, particularly among those seeking to complete high-quality collections of British pre-decimal coinage. When it comes to market value, the 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin in excellent condition commands impressive sums at auction. Depending on the grade, coins in near mint or uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere from $180,000. Exceptional examples with deep luster, sharp details, and minimal signs of handling have been known to exceed typical expectations, making them valuable assets for both collectors and investors. As with all rare coins, provenance, certification, and overall quality play a crucial role in determining the final auction price. For collectors looking to acquire a 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin, careful attention to condition is paramount. Always seek coins that have been professionally graded by reputable numismatic organizations, as this ensures authenticity and helps establish market value. Additionally, understanding the coin's history and identifying subtle details, such as variations in strike or minor minting anomalies, can significantly enhance both your enjoyment and investment potential. Proper storage, including protective holders or capsules, is essential to preserve the coin's condition and prevent any deterioration over time. The 1950 Scottish 1 shilling coin is far more than a piece of old currency. It is a symbol of Scotland's heritage, a work of art, and a highly valued collectible in today's numismatic market. Its rarity, exquisite design, and historical significance make it a must-have for serious collectors and history enthusiasts alike. If you ever come across one in excellent condition, you are holding a tangible piece of history that can command impressive value at auction. This coin reminds us that even the smallest pieces of money can carry monumental stories and enduring worth. Next up, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the Scottish United Kingdom 1 shilling coin from 1949, particularly those rare specimens found in rusty condition. While the word rusty may sound unappealing at first, in the realm of numismatics, even coins with surface corrosion or oxidation can hold significant historical value and attract collectors willing to pay substantial sums in the auction market. This 1949 Scottish 1 shilling coin is not only a piece of currency, but also a tangible link to the post-war United Kingdom, capturing the essence of an era marked by recovery, resilience, and remarkable coin craftsmanship. The Scottish 1 shilling of 1949 was minted during the reign of King George VI, a period when Britain was navigating the aftermath of World War II. The nation was rebuilding its economy, and the coinage system reflected both practicality and a sense of national pride. The 1949 shilling bears the Scottish thistle on the reverse, a powerful emblem of Scotland's identity and heritage, while the obverse features the portrait of King George VI, designed to exude authority and stability during a time of social and economic change. This combination of national symbolism and regal imagery makes the coin historically significant, particularly for collectors who appreciate the story behind the currency as much as its material value. One of the most unique features of the 1949 Scottish 1 shilling is its intricate design. The obverse of the coin shows the bare head of King George VI facing left. Below the neck truncation in small letters, the artist's initials HP for Humphrey Paget. Around, the monarch's legend George's 6D, G, BR, OMN, REX. Translated from Latin, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The center of the reverse shows the crown of Scotland surmounted by a crowned Scottish lion facing the viewer, holding both the scepter and the sword of state. The depiction is from the crest of the royal arms used in Scotland, which by long-standing tradition differ from those used elsewhere. To the left and right of the crown, the artist's initials KG for Kruger Grey. On the left, the shield of Scotland bearing the cross of St. Andrew. On the right, a thistle, the floral emblem of Scotland, its leaves raised to form the outline of a shield. Above these, divided by the lion, the date of issue 1949. Within a beaded border, around above is the continuation of the monarch's legend, FID, Def, IND. IMP abbreviated from Fidei Defensor Indii Imperator, defender of the faith, Emperor of India. Around below, the denomination 1 shilling. The reverse thistle motif is finely detailed, with the leaves and floral elements rendered in a delicate, almost three-dimensional fashion that highlights the skill of the Royal Mint engravers of the era. Despite its small size, the coin demonstrates exceptional artistry, reflecting the pride in Scottish symbolism. Additionally, the coin's composition of 50% silver and 50% copper gives it a distinct weight and feel in hand, which makes it a tactile piece of history. The rusted or oxidized condition often seen in surviving specimens adds a unique patina that can tell a story about the coin's journey through time, making each piece one of a kind in the eyes of collectors. Rarity is a major factor driving the value of this coin. The 1949 Scottish shilling was minted in relatively limited numbers compared to other years, and over time, many coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down. Rust and corrosion, while sometimes considered defects, can actually add to a coin's historical narrative, indicating decades of circulation and exposure. For collectors, the combination of scarcity, historical context, and unique condition makes the 1949 Scottish shilling highly desirable. Enthusiasts often seek these coins not just as financial investments, but as cultural artifacts that tell the story of post-war Scotland within the broader United Kingdom. In today's auction market, the value of a 1949 Scottish 1 shilling in rusty condition can vary widely depending on the extent of corrosion and overall legibility of the design. Well-preserved coins naturally fetch higher prices, but even a rusty specimen can command a significant sum if it retains enough of its original detail. Recent auction records indicate that such coins can sell for anywhere between $175,000 or more in US dollars, with exceptional examples or those accompanied by provenance fetching even higher amounts. This demonstrates the enduring interest and investment potential of rare Scottish shillings from this period, particularly as silver coins from the mid-20th century gain recognition among modern collectors. For collectors seeking to add a 1949 Scottish 1 shilling to their collection, there are several tips to consider. First, always examine the coin carefully for details that remain visible despite rust, such as the crown, the thistle leaves, and the portrait of King George VI. These elements are crucial in determining authenticity and market value. Second, consider professional cleaning or conservation only when recommended by a numismatic expert, as improper cleaning can drastically reduce the coin's value. Finally, keep in mind that provenance, including previous auction records or documentation of origin, can significantly enhance the coin's desirability and price, especially in an increasingly competitive market. The 1949 Scottish United Kingdom 1 shilling in rusty condition is more than just an old coin. It is a piece of history that carries the story of post-war Britain, the artistry of mid-20th century coinage, and the enduring appeal of Scottish heritage. Its rarity, unique features, and potential for high auction value make it a fascinating addition to any collection. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to numismatics, this coin exemplifies how even modest currency can become a treasured artifact, capable of capturing both historical significance and financial reward. For those who appreciate history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery, the 1949 Scottish shilling remains a shining example of the enduring allure of rare coins. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more detailed deep dives into rare and valuable British coins worth big money in today's market.